Yeah, that's the governor right there.
He's not that impressed.
Yeah. Hey, good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to the 2025 Capitol Tree Lighting Ceremony. It's an honor to be here with all of you as we welcome together to celebrate the start of the holiday season in the Commonwealth. This year's theme, Timeless Traditions, speaks to the craftsmanship, pride, and community spirit that have carried celebrations like this forward for generations. Long before today's digital presentations, our holidays were built by skilled hands, by carpenters carving wooden ornaments, welders shaping displays, electricians illuminating spaces, artists painting scenes, and neighbors volunteering their time to build something special. Those traditions endure because the people behind them believe in making things that last and are worth passing on. Their legacy continues through the tradespeople and artisans who contribute their skill every day to build our communities, our infrastructure, and moments like this one. And today, we are especially proud to honor one of those craftsmen, Joseph Babbage, a talented DGS carpenter who worked in DGS from 1977 to 1994, and whose work lives on in some of the decorations around us. Reminding us that true tradition is built with care, patience, and love. We are deeply honored to have members of his family with us this evening. His son, Ivan, Ivan's wife, Melanie, and Joseph's daughter, Maria. And thank you for sharing Joseph's legacy with us all. You can see some of Joseph's work in your program and in a collage of photos that we have set up alongside the tree. And speaking of traditions we're celebrating, the magnificent tree we are about to light is a Douglas fir measuring nearly 25 feet, grown with great care at Crystal Spring Tree Farm in Lehighton, Carbon County. It stands tall as a symbol of community and the enduring spirit of Pennsylvania craftsmanship and tradition. So we have prepared an exciting program for you today. Our Capitol Police Ceremonial Unit will post colors, followed by an invocation by Reverend Scarborough. Then we will be graced by messages from Pennsylvania's First Lady, Lori Shapiro, Lieutenant Governor Austin Davis, and our Governor, Shapiro, who will then light the tree. If you can, we ask that you stay for the retiring of the colors and the benediction after the tree is lit. Before we get started, I'd like to recognize a few of our friends and contributors to the ceremony. The Department of Agriculture and my colleague, Secretary Russ Redding. The Center for Dairy Excellence and the Dairy Princess Program, who provided milk and cookies for the kiddos and some of us adults today. The Department of Conservation and Natural Resources, who provided an ornament-making activity for children before the program. This wonderful choir to my left, to your right, and from behind you over there. The Central Dolphin Choir, who is sharing their beautiful voices this afternoon. The Departments of Aging and Education, as well as Pre-K for PA and PA Senior Centers, who handmade the ornaments for our tree. And my beautiful wife. Yes. She's not here. But I can see you on TV, darling. She couldn't join us, but I know she's watching. And thank you all for bringing this celebration to life. At this time, I ask everyone who is seated to please rise. If you are able, while the Pennsylvania Capitol Police ceremonial unit posts the colors. Now for our invocation, Reverend Scarborough.
Please be seated. We can lift our hearts even if we don't lift our bodies. Governor Shapiro and First Lady, Lieutenant Governor Davis, Secretary McNeil, and all our honored guests, it is a delight for me to be here with you today. I serve the parish of All Saints Episcopal Church in Hershey, and I bring you greetings from all the parishes in both the Diocese of Central Pennsylvania and the Diocese of Bethlehem, which on January 1st will recombine to be the Diocese of the Susquehanna, and that is God willing and the Secretary of State consenting. We all hope this will go through. Our bishops, Audrey Scanlon and Assisting Bishop Kevin Nichols, also send their greetings to you today. Boy, has it been a year, hasn't it? We're facing some challenges, aren't we? It can be a little hard out there. We face this time of uncertainty, there's stress, polarization, sadly even violence. And now we're coming into the darkest time of year where the nights get long and the days get short, and our souls can feel that weight. But that's not the last word, and it doesn't have to be. In a season with these kinds of challenges, it's important to lean into two things: the power of hope and the necessity of courage. Now, hope is not optimism. In fact, hope takes over when optimism fails. Optimism counts on things getting better, and hope kicks in when that's not a given. Hope is persistent, it's tough. I'd even say it's a little gritty, and I mean that in the most Philadelphia sense. It holds on to the vision of justice and healing and peace no matter what is going on around us. But hope needs something else to be realized. It needs our courage. At this time of year, we hear stories from both the Jewish and Christian traditions about courage and hope. You know, a story like a small band of Israelites led by Judah Maccabee and his brothers taking on the mighty army of Antiochus IV, the wicked and violent Syrian king. And that little band drove that mighty army out of Jerusalem. They had hope, they had courage, and we have from that the holiday of Hanukkah, which begins this Sunday, and Chag Sameach to all who will celebrate. Courage and hope also show up in the story of the birth of Jesus of Nazareth, especially when Joseph and Mary had to flee to Egypt to save his life because of another violent tyrant king, Herod the Great. Now, it's been said that courage is just fear that says its prayers in the morning. Courage is the ability to act in spite of our fear. And it's also something that helps us work towards the vision that hope holds. Now, no matter what your faith, or even if you don't belong to any particular faith tradition at all, at this time of these deep challenges, I urge you to hold fast to hope's vision for justice, peace, and healing in our land, and the courage to act to make it so. Will you join me in prayer? O Divine One, as we come together this day to light this tree, bring that light into our hearts and minds with your vision for a restored world. Give us strength in our diversity, courage to act rightly, and hope in our shared humanity. Help us to support one another in times of struggle and lift each other up with love and compassion, now in this holy season and always. And let the people say, Amen.
Thank you, Reverend Scarborough. Beautiful message. Okay, without further ado, it is my privilege to introduce someone who embodies the spirit of community that we are celebrating today. Please join me in welcoming the First Lady of Pennsylvania, Lori Shapiro.
Thank you, Secretary McNeil. I also want to thank the Central Dauphin High School Choir. You guys are awesome. That was my most favorite rendition. That was amazing. So thank you, guys. I want to tell you all that on Friday, I went to my first ever Christmas tree farm with Secretary Redding, and I got to cut down a tree with Trees for Troops. It was harder than I thought. You know, it's like not that easy to move that flimsy saw back and forth, and for some reason, no one would let me use a chainsaw. I don't know why. But it was really so much fun. We filled a truck with donated trees for military families to help them celebrate the holidays with a piece of Pennsylvania. Sharing the holiday spirit with those who sacrifice so much to keep us all safe and reminding them that we are thinking of them. I was honored to join in that tradition. Over the past several years, Josh and I have been privileged to experience so many different holiday traditions with the people of Pennsylvania. And while our family celebrates Hanukkah this time of year, it is really important to us to continue the tradition of transforming the governor's residence into a home filled with Christmas cheer. Right after Thanksgiving, the residence team, who are amazing, and members of the Harrisburg community all pitch in to help us decorate the residence for Christmas. And we appreciate all that help so very much because we have no idea what we're doing. Josh thinks he's Clark Griswold from the Christmas Vacation movie. We all know he can bring the Christmas cheer, but he doesn't exactly have the decorating touch. And don't get me started about how he thought he was helping when he adjusted the train set in the Christmas Village in the residence, only to need assistance getting it back in working order. But through all of this, I've learned all kinds of new things, like what makes a great Christmas village, and that Christmas trees, real ones, need a lot of water. I can't even imagine how much water a tree this size needs. This time of year and the holiday traditions around it are so beautiful. I love the way all the decorations make people feel, especially the kids, and I absolutely love how the trees smell. Christmas brings joy, and we love being a part of it. And that's why I'm so excited to be here to light this tree with you today. This is a beautiful tradition that brings people in Harrisburg together to spread joy and light. And this tree has more than 2,400 lights, almost 1,700 ornaments donated by members of our senior centers and pre-K students, and even a train at the bottom. Hopefully Josh won't touch it. I'm counting on the kids to remind him not to touch it if he thinks about touching it. I hope that this tree and all the work that went into making it so beautiful brings a bit of light to each and every one of you this Christmas season. Thank you, Merry Christmas, and Happy Holidays. And now I will turn it over to our wonderful Lieutenant Governor, Austin Davis.
Well, good afternoon. Let's give another round of applause for our wonderful First Lady, Lori Shapiro. We are so grateful for your work and for your leadership. I'm grateful to be here with my friend and governing partner, Governor Josh Shapiro. Governor, it's great to be with you today. I have to acknowledge Secretary McNeil and the entire team of the Department of General Services. Let's give them a round of applause for putting together such a great event. It's so wonderful to be back here for what is our third Christmas tree lighting ceremony. This happens to be the third Christmas that the Second Lady and I are going to have with our daughter, Harper. This time of year is even more special when you have children, and I'm so grateful for the young people who've joined us today. Let's give them a round of applause for being with us. I love to see the joy on their faces when they see Santa or help decorate a tree at Christmas time. I know that my family and many of Pennsylvania families are truly blessed. Whether you celebrate Christmas or Hanukkah, if you enjoy the Feast of the Seven Fishes on Christmas Eve or mark the 7 days of Kwanzaa, the holidays are a time for families and friends to come together and share the spirit of this season. Christmas is a beautiful time of the year, but it's also sometimes a challenging time for many Pennsylvanians. There are a lot of people out there who may be struggling. There are parents who are worried about whether they'll be able to afford presents for under the tree, or whether there are folks who are grieving or facing their first holiday without a loved one. And there are people who don't maybe have a stable home to call home. I want to encourage all Pennsylvanians this holiday season to be kind to their neighbors, and if you can, to be generous. That's the true spirit of Christmas. And so I hope you all will join me in that spirit. I wish you all, from our families to yours, a happy holiday season. It's my pleasure to introduce our governor of the great Commonwealth of Pennsylvania, my friend, Governor Josh Shapiro.
Hey, everybody. I did not expect at this year's Christmas tree lighting that I would have to defend myself from the attacks from the First Lady. That choo-choo train needed a little adjustment, and I was just trying to do my part. She's right, though. We love decorating for Christmas, and we love the traditions that it brings. We love the joy that this holiday brings to so many. And we love the honor of being able to light this Christmas tree here in the state capitol. It's a Christmas tree I've had the privilege to be able to walk past as a member of the House of Representatives for all those years, and now as governor. And I want you to know it just fills my heart with joy. It reminds me that I'm part of a broader community, and I think it puts a smile on people's faces. And as the Reverend talked about in her beautiful prayer, this should be a moment where we find the ability to see the light and to smile and to find joy. And so I'm grateful to all of you for being part of this wonderful Christmas tradition. I'm thankful to DGS, led by Secretary McNeil, and all of the hands that went in to placing this tree here. I would note that this 25-foot Douglas fir from the Crystal Spring Tree Farm in Carbon County stands as the tallest tree in more than a decade. And one of the things, you can clap for Carbon County or its height or whatever. One of the things I've always appreciated about the Christmas tree is that that image has endured from generation to generation. Yet in each generation, each passing year, it's decorated by the next generation. From the ornaments to the decorations, each passing generation makes the Christmas tree even better, an even greater and more powerful symbol of joy and of light and of community. So in that spirit, this year, we get the opportunity to once again light this tree, to begin the holiday season. And I hope that at this moment, as the LG said, you take pride in this wonderful community that we live in, pride in this great Commonwealth of Pennsylvania, a place founded by William Penn in 1682 when he arrived in Chester aboard the Welcome. He said that this place, what is now Pennsylvania, would be a place that is warm and welcoming for all people, a place where all people would be free to celebrate their faith. And so in that spirit, I wish you all a very, very Merry Christmas. Let's light the Christmas tree. Come on, guys. You guys want to help me? Come on. Here, guys. Come on over. Come on. Can you give us a fancy 1, 2, 3? Yeah.
I'll now ask everyone who is seated to stand if you are able for the retiring of the colors, followed by the benediction.
I send you out with the words of a Franciscan benediction, which is also known as a backwards blessing. May God bless you with discomfort at easy answers, half-truths, and superficial relationships so that you will live deep within your heart. May God bless you with anger at injustice, oppression, exploitation of people so that you will work for justice, freedom, and peace. May God bless you with tears to shed for those who suffer pain, rejection, starvation, and war, so that you will reach out your hand to comfort them and turn their pain into joy. And may God bless you with the foolishness to think that you can make a difference in this world, so that you will do those things which others tell you cannot be done, to bring justice and kindness to all children and to the poor. And let the people say, Amen.
Thank you, Reverend, Governor, First Lady, Lieutenant Governor, and everyone who participated. Today would not have been possible without you. The Rotunda tree will be lit from 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. daily. The Capitol Steps tree will be lit daily from 5 p.m. to midnight. All of our trees will shine through January the 8th of 2026. We have reached the conclusion of the program, unfortunately, and it is now my pleasure to invite everyone to join the choir, in singing as we welcome Santa Claus and Mrs. Santa Claus. They will be available for photos. Thank you all for joining us today, and have a wonderful holiday season.